Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. We are going to revisit dwarf planets and then move on to a couple other smaller objects in the solar system. We're talking specifically today about comets and asteroids. So we're going to do the same type of deal that we did yesterday where we have a document open. That I have shared with you. You saw this video link on there. So if you're viewing that, you're in the right place. And you're going to be taking notes as we go through the MobyMax lesson. So before we do that, let's just review dwarf planets really quickly. Dwarf planets is a spherical body that orbits the sun, does not clear the path of its own orbit. So for example, it's orbiting alongside all the asteroids and the comets and the meteors and all of those smaller objects. Like Earth, we have a clear path. We're not going to hit an asteroid unless an asteroid hits us. We're not going to hit an asteroid as we're rotating because it's clear. There's nothing in our way. Okay, 5 dwarf planets have been identified. Those are the 5. And then most of them are found in the Kuiper belt, which is beyond Neptune. There's only one series found in the asteroid belt. So today, really, we're focusing on the asteroid belt. So comet, sorry that number 2 is there. It's not loading to get off of it. But a comet is, I'm going to lower this. A comet is an object consisting mostly of ice and dust that usually orbits in a star in a long, narrow elliptical path. Most comets in our solar system originate from either the Oort cloud or the Kuiper belt. Click on the buttons below to learn about the different parts of a comet. So this is what a comet looks like. Okay, you can see it almost looks like a rocket going up into space, but with no actual rocket. So we have the dust tail, which is up here. The dust tail of a comet points along the path the comet has taken and is also curved. So the very end is the dust tail, and it usually points in the exact direction that the comet is going. 3, this is our gas tail. All right, comets have 2 tails that can point in different directions. The gas tail is going to point away from the sun because particles from the sun push the gas outwards. So comet tails become larger as they get closer to the sun and more ice turns to gas. So as you get closer to the sun, you get hotter and hotter, which is causing the ice to turn into gas. So the gas tail is going to get larger. Okay, moving down, we have the middle, which is the coma. If comets get close to the sun, the heat will cause the ice inside the nucleus to change to gas. Gas and dust form in layers around the nucleus. Hi, Noah. Around the nucleus and create a coma. The coma is a spherical cloud of gas and dust that extends out from the nucleus. Okay, and then the final one is going to be the center, which is the nucleus. Just like a cell, the nucleus is in the center. Comet, the nucleus is in the center of the comet as well. The nucleus is a solid inner core, and that's what you have the ice and rock. So comet, we have the nucleus, and then we have the coma, which is the area outside the nucleus, and we have the gas tail, and then the dust tail. Okay? So moving on, so if you go to the Comets and Asteroids assignment page, okay, you can go ahead and fill out numbers 1, 2, and actually 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, what is a comet? So one thing I want you to add here is I want you to look in Google and copy and paste a picture of a comet under this description. So what is a comet? Go ahead and comment on it. And then actually you could go here, insert image, search the web, and you can get a comet and just copy and paste that somewhere in that description. And then you can go ahead and answer number 2, check for understanding. This is talking about the gas tail, the dust tail, the nucleus, and the coma. So go ahead and fill in those blanks. And then number 3, comets' tails become blank the closer they are to the sun. This is because the temperature blank and causes the ice to change to blank. Okay, and then the last one, true or false, comets orbit the Earth. You're going to highlight the correct word. So go ahead, pause for a minute, and you are going to answer 1 and then 2, A, B, and C. So go ahead and pause your video now, and I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, so hopefully you have all the way up to part 2 asteroids filled in. We're going to go back to MobyMax and check our answers. So we have the blank of a comet is the solid inner core made of ice and rock. So the solid inner core is going to be the nucleus. The blank is the spherical cloud of gas and dust that extends off the nucleus. So that's going to be the dust tail. Remember false. That's the coma. Right, the cloud of gas right off the nucleus is the coma. The dust tail always points gas tail always points away from the sun. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. But you need to take your time and read these. And then the blank of the comet points along the path the comet has taken and is also curved. That's going to be the dust tail. So let's check our answers. So we should have the nucleus of a comet is the solid core. So if you look at this picture, nucleus, the coma is right outside. The dust tail points along the path the comet has taken, and then the gas tail is going to be opposite and pointing away from the sun, because remember the sun causes it to escape. So comets' tails, let's look at number B, 2B. Comets' tails it's either going to be longer or shorter the closer they are to the sun. So the tail is going to become longer. Why? Because the temperature increases as you get closer to the sun. We're getting closer to the heat source, so we're getting warmer, and it causes the ice to change to gas. So our gas tail is going to be greater because obviously it's getting more gas. Okay, so moving on. The next one, true or false, comets orbit the Earth. Okay, so if you didn't do that before I give you this answer, pause the video and go back and do that. Comets orbit the Earth. That's going to be false. Comets, just like everything else, what do they orbit? Just what we orbit. Everything orbits the sun in the solar system. That's the gravitational pull. So everything orbits the sun, just like a comet. Okay. So to check for understanding here, here's a picture of a comet orbiting the sun. We have a comet is an object consisting of mostly ice and dust that usually orbits a star in a long, narrow elliptical path. Comets are composed of 4 parts. We have the nucleus, which is the center, the coma is the surrounding, the gas, and the dust tail. As comets near the sun, their tails increase because the ice is turning into gas and dust, which is the gas tail and the dust tail, making it larger. Most comets in our solar system originate from either the Oort cloud or the Kuiper belt. So most of them are way out in the solar system beyond the orbit of Neptune. Okay? All right, pause for a second, take a little stretch break, go get a drink of water, get a snack. All right, we're going to move on to asteroids. So if you're back, we're going to look at part 2, asteroids. Okay, so same type of deal. It says if all the asteroids in our solar system were combined together, they would still be smaller than Earth's moon. So an asteroid is going to be probably the biggest. Most of them are the biggest out of the comets, the meteors, the asteroids. However, they are still so much smaller than Earth's moon. Okay, so a lot of people think that asteroids are these huge rocks in the solar system. But technically, if we were to combine all of them, they would still be smaller than the Earth's moon. So they're going to be small little rocks. An asteroid is an irregularly shaped, small, rocky object that orbits the sun. Again, they don't orbit the Earth, they orbit the sun. Most asteroids are not spherical like planets or dwarf planets. Rather, they have irregular shapes. So if you look at these, okay, just like any rock, most rocks are not circles, they're not perfect shapes. That's going to be an asteroid. Okay, it says all asteroids except one are too small to be considered a planet or dwarf planet. The dwarf planet Ceres is considered both a dwarf planet and an asteroid. Ceres is the largest known asteroid in the solar system, as it is more than 900 kilometers across. A space probe is currently in orbit around Ceres. Remember, Ceres is the one that's found in the asteroid belt, so that makes sense that Ceres is considered an asteroid as well. Most asteroids are located in what we call the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. We learned that yesterday. It is over 300 million kilometers wide and contains hundreds of thousands of asteroids. Smaller groups of asteroids are located between the orbits of Jupiter and Neptune, while others are located in the Kuiper belt. So we have a couple, some in between Jupiter and Neptune, some in the Kuiper belt, but most of them are located in between the inner and outer planets in the asteroid belt. Okay, so if you come back to your document, go ahead and write down what is an asteroid? You can rewind the video a little bit, pause it, and take the description straight from the article, and then copy and paste a picture of the asteroid under the description there. And then you can go ahead and answer really the rest of the questions, true or false. Most asteroids are about the size of Earth. Just going to highlight either true or false, fill in the blanks with the correct answers, and then you're going to compare the comets and the asteroids. So just like we did yesterday, just highlight the word located in the asteroid belt. That's going to be the asteroids, and just drag it to the asteroid box. So you're going to do this for the remaining 4 of them. Let me just exit out so you don't see that again on your page. And then that should be the end of this section. So go ahead and pause the video now, and we're going to come back on and I'm going to give you the correct answers so you can check them. So pause the video now and get started. All right, at this point, you should have all the way up to the check for understanding complete. So we're going to go back to MobyMax and we are going to check your answers. So true or false, most asteroids are about the size of Earth's moon. Remember in MobyMax, we talked about if we were to combine all the asteroids together, it would still be smaller than the Earth's moon. So the correct answer should be false. Asteroids are in fact much, much smaller than Earth's moon. I like this diagram. Ceres is the largest asteroid in the solar system, and look at it compared to Earth's moon. Okay, Ceres is much, much, much smaller compared to the moon. Okay, most asteroids are located in the correct answer should be asteroid belt, which is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Remember, it separates the inner and the outer planets. Some asteroids are located in the Kuiper belt, it can be pronounced either way, which extends beyond the orbit of Neptune. And I guess that number 2 is going to come off. So let's check our answer. Okay, so that's the correct answer. So most asteroids are located in the asteroid belt, which is located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Some asteroids are also located in the Kuiper belt, which extends beyond the orbit of Neptune. Okay, so let's check your comparison. We talked about asteroids are located in the asteroid belt. Made of rock is going to be our asteroids. Our comets have tails. Remember, they actually have 2 tails. They have a dust tail and a gas tail. Made of dust, gas, and ice are our comets. And then from the Oort cloud or the Kuiper belt are comets. Because remember, some asteroids can be found in the Kuiper belt, but most of them are found in the asteroid belt. So let's check our answer here. Very good. All right, so check for understanding. Just to wrap up, an asteroid is an irregularly shaped small rocky object that orbits the sun. And then most asteroids are located in what we call the asteroid belt, which is in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, separating the inner and outer planets. Okay, so last thing for today, you're going to check your understanding. What is a comet? What is an asteroid? So to wrap up this video, just give me a quick what's a comet, what's an asteroid, and complete sentences. I will be checking this. You have notes up above to get these questions correct. All right, see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good day.